Because, Belasco, of my uncanny ability to smell a rat. Poison, that is.
Bull. The stuff I used has no odor or taste.
Well, of course, a lifelong Budweiser man wouldn't understand or even appreciate the subtle diminishing aroma caused by even the slightest addition to volume. It just doesn't have that full-bodied smell.
You wanted to see me, Dr. Stern?
Yes. A Mr. Haverford is coming in with his mother this afternoon for a tour. The family is quite wealthy, and it wouldn't do to have any untimely incidents during their stay.
You mean Art and Jimmy?
Precisely. I thought you might take them for a stroll or something.
A stroll?
Get them off the grounds for a while.
Well, that might be a little difficult, Doctor. At the moment, they're not speaking.
What happened, Nurse Maxwell?
Well, Jimmy thinks Art may have tried to poison him.
What?
There was some evidence that his bottle of port may have been tampered with.
Is it true?
I don't know, Doctor. By the time I heard about it, the evidence had already been poured down the drain. But if you want my personal opinion, I think the two of them tend to be a little paranoid.
Now, you see, this is exactly the sort of thing that concerns me, Nurse Maxwell. We simply cannot afford to have this sort of thing happening during the Haverfords' visit.
I wouldn't worry about it, Doctor. Art always takes a long afternoon nap. In all probability, he'll sleep right through the Haverford visit. Looking for something, Art?
Damned electric blanket.
It's not in the top drawer?
If it was in the top drawer, I wouldn't be looking for it.
Testy today, aren't we?
Damn second-rate ex-gumshoe probably stole it.
Why would Jimmy want to steal your electric blanket?
Freeze me to death. Screw up my circulation. Kill me off with a nice little stroke. A perfect crime. No weapon, no fingerprints.
Jimmy doesn't have a murderous bone in his body, and neither do you.
Time will tell, Nurse Maxwell. It always does in a joint like this.
Found your blanket.
Oh, yeah. I put it there so I could grab it in the middle of the night.
See you later, then. After your nap.
McCarthy, Lewis, killed in the line of duty. Serves the fool right for not shooting first.
Ah, Mrs. Haverford, let me welcome you to Sunset Acres. Hello. As you probably know, we are the first residents of our kind to offer our guests individual cottages around a central lodge, thus providing a much-needed sense of community without sacrificing either individuality or independence.
You can stuff your cottages for all I care. What kind of books you got?
Despite her failing eyesight, my mother continues to be a voracious reader.
The library. Of course, please follow me. Excuse me, Mr. Thurston.
That's what it is.
I'm giving a tour of the library to a prospective resident.
Oh, go right ahead. It won't bother me. Just hold it down.
Now, where was I?
You hadn't started yet.
Of course. How silly of me. Well, as you can see, we have a rather extraordinary little collection here, with an extensive collection of both fiction and non-fiction alike. We are particularly proud of our travel books. It's a way for the residents to journey to far-off lands, metaphysically speaking.
It's a lousy way to travel, metaphysically speaking.
Excuse me, Mr. Thurston, I don't believe you were included in this discussion.
Oh, I thought maybe you might want a first-hand opinion of one of your traveling residents.
We don't. I think you'll find, Mrs. Haverford, we were very careful to put the library at the extreme end of the central lodge, thus ensuring maximum tranquility.
Thought you could kill me with a cheap electric trick. Well, all you got was smoke, because that's all you are. I saw it coming a mile away. Rubber-tipped, gumshoe, rubber-tipped. I wasn't grounded.
Now then, as head of Sunset Acres, I will not allow this institution to be held hostage to the petty bickerings of two old men. Rumors are flying around this nursing home that the two of you are attempting to kill each other off. One more incident of this kind, and I will see to it that you are out on the street, where you can claim your rightful place with the rest of society's useless exiles. Do I make myself perfectly clear? Now, shake hands. If I hear so much as a single raised voice, a distasteful word, one unkind look, I
I
swear.
think we're going to behave ourselves from now on, aren't we?
Now, get out of here. Go play cards or whatever you do all day. Nurse, I'm having a private dinner with the Haverfords by way of apology. Monitor those two closely.
Yes, Doctor.
I think you'll find the menu quite wonderful and extraordinarily healthy.
No fried chicken?
It's my mother's favorite dish.
Aha. Well, I think it's the special tonight. I'll just check with the chef.
Now, where was I?
Jimmy's cottage.
Late for a visitor.
Never too late for Jimmy.
What do you want?
We have to talk.
Door's open.
Left yourself wide open, didn't you?
Oh, no chance. I knew you didn't have the nerve to come in here and do it hand to hand.
You don't think so, huh?
Nope.
After the career you had, I think you get tired of being wrong.
If I'm wrong, you're going to have to prove it to me.
I'll kill you if it's the last thing I do, Jimmy boy.
You're gonna die, Velasco.
Well, fried chicken it is.
I've changed my mind. Blackened catfish, or I'm leaving.
Like catfish.
Goodbye, boys.
You handle that thing like you handle a gun. Ineptly.
I'll make you eat those words, Jimmy. Yeah, this stink.
Oh, yeah?
We pride ourselves on creating a relaxed ambiance at mealtime. We believe it's essential to the digestive process.
Come quick! They're trying to kill each other and Jimmy's cottage is on fire!
Somebody call the fire department.
If you ask me, you'd be wasting your time. All you're going to get now is a pair of life-size French fries.
Damn gumshoe!
Lousy cock.
They finally found peace together. It was good of you to have commemorative headstones erected, especially since there really were no remains.
Least I could do. I got a phone call from Mr. Haverford just before the funeral. Doesn't feel that Sunset Acres is right for his mother. Do you believe the old lady actually liked those two idiot codgers? Thought they brought spirit into the place.
They were lively, you gotta give them that.
But unfortunately, not alive, or we'd have Mrs. Haverford on the guest register.
Win some, lose some.
Or in your case, both at the same time. How much did they both leave you?
Quite a substantial amount, actually. I was as surprised as anyone that they named me beneficiary. I suppose they didn't have anybody else.
Where were you when the fire started?
I was walking. I saw the fire, I ran right to the dining room. They had still been monitoring them.
Well, look on the bright side. With their money, you won't have to work as a nurse anymore.
On the contrary, Dr. Stern. Taking care of the elderly for me is especially fulfilling. I can't see ever giving it up. And don't worry about Mrs. Haverford. The world is full of rich old coots. I'm sure you're bound to get your share.
Where to, Miss Maxwell?
You tell me.
How about the French Riviera?
We've rented a little place in the hills with a view of the Mediterranean from every window.
I won't believe it till we get there.
No trouble with the cops.
Well, they were a little confused as to whether to rule your death murder. In the end, they went with accident.
Fire did it. I told you it would.
I was still worried they'd try and check the dental records. You were right about that, too.
Only an experienced cop would know. With that many witnesses, they don't bother. Made to order.
Oh, get out of here. Stern was the one guy who could have screwed us up, but my little contribution kept him off our trail.
How did you know Mrs. Haverford, anyway?
Well, I did a little job for her a few years ago. Something the boys in blue couldn't handle.
We had to handle every dame that came through the precinct door. We wouldn't have time to fight crime.
Much less plot the perfect one.
We have you to thank for that, Katie girl.
Me?
He's right. If it hadn't been for you, we might have really done ourselves in.
Well, it did seem rather a shame to kill each other over a pittance when there was all that insurance money.
More than enough for the two of us.
Make that 3.
Don't you mean 4?
My friend simply could not master the typewriter, so we've made him the producer.